Honorable Kujato Ablakwa, when you are done bringing Ghanaians to Ghana, when you bring them to Ghana and you settle, one thing I want the foreign ministry to do is to shut down the Ghana embassy in South Africa and also put it to the South African embassy in Ghana to also close down, because
let's establish this. The attacks that are going on in South Africa are no jokes. In fact, there are some people in government that are actually backing everything that is going on in South Africa. On the AUD, this is what their Minister for Sports, you know, at this point, maybe South Africans needs to tell the entire Africa, or specifically Ghanaians, the color of their problem. Because South Africans are saying that Ghanaians are overreacting.
This is the first time in my life as a Nigerian I will say I'm proud of Ghana. I am proud of Ghanaian government. Let me tell you, chill guys, let me tell you.
First of all, Jacinta, one of the leaders of this march on march movement in South Africa, has addressed the Ghanaian government. She said that the Ghanaian government has overreacted and that, you know, they have a lot of respect for the people of Ghana, but the Ghanaian government coming out to say that Ghanaians were beaten up in South Africa is a form of dishonesty. Anyways, Jacinta and Victoria Africa and the rest, you guys want the betterment of your country. You are protecting your country. Same way the Ghanaian government is protecting its citizens.
Useless and lazy people on earth. They don't like work. They don't like to do anything with their life. But when they see people, when they progress, they diverse. You think Ghana government is like Nigerian useless government? Ghana government care for their people. Ghana government think about their people. That be why when una started doing a rubbish, the minister, Honorable Samuel Blekum Atta, with the help of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, I say bring back my people, and tomorrow they come back to Ghana. Make una take una useless country when people I say no belongs to una. I bet you 2 years from now.
According to some Ghanaians, you cannot treat our people like trash and you expect us to still have your embassy in our country or in your country. So some Ghanaians have come out on the internet, you know, to criticize the actions of South Africans, and they are asking the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Samuel Okuzato Ablakwa, that whenever he repatriates all Ghanaians back to Ghana, that he should make sure that the embassy in South Africa is closed down, and that's in Ghana should be closed down, because it is of no use. Since they don't want Ghanaians in their country, there is no point having any embassy in their country. Let's take a look at some of the videos. They'll be right back. As you're watching, do so well to like the video, share, and please subscribe to the channel.
Honorable Kujato Ablakwa, when you are done bringing Ghanaians to Ghana, when you bring them to Ghana and you settle, one thing I want the foreign ministry to do is to shut down the Ghana embassy in South Africa and also put it to the South African embassy in Ghana to also close down, because if they don't want us in their country, means they don't want anything to do with us. The South African embassy in Ghana must shut down. Every South African businesses in Ghana, every South African companies in Ghana, they must sell their shares to Ghanaians, not other foreign nationals. It should be a strict rule over there that every South African company, any company in Ghana that a South African is owning shares in that company, they should sell their shares. They should sell it to a Ghanaian, not any other African national, to Ghanaian to be specific. And also, South African Airways, whatever contract that we have with them, let's terminate that contract. They shouldn't operate on Ghanaian soil. We don't need them. There are other airlines where we can work with. We don't need a South African airline in Ghana again. It is high time, because South Africans have disrespected Africans, and Ghanaians to be precise. So we are calling on Honorable Okujato Ablakwa, after bringing Ghanaians to Ghana, make sure that every South African in this country must vacate the country as soon as possible. Because I'm not sure the foreign ministry in Ghana will be happy that the youth of Ghana will hit the street, that every South African company should leave the country. If they don't want us in their country, we also don't want them in our country. Every South African mining company in this country, terminate every contract and let them move out of the country. If their country cannot accommodate our people, we also cannot accommodate them. We can't also do business with people who don't want us in their country. This is one thing about America. They will go boot for boot. You will not treat an American citizen anyhow. Look at the whites who are living in South Africa. Look at how America is protecting them, that even the South African nationals cannot even attack the whites in South Africa. But here they are attacking the weak countries, and a weaker country like Ghana, they are attacking our citizens and telling them to move out of their country. Are we going to sit down as a nation and let a country like South Africa disrespect us? Honorable Kujato Ablakwa, we should let every South African national in this country, whether high, which even the South African ambassador in Ghana should even vacate the country. We don't need them. The way the South African government is listening to its citizens and is complying with them, we are also calling on the government of Ghana to listen.
Let's establish this. The attacks that are going on in South Africa are no jokes. In fact, there are some people in government that are actually backing everything that is going on in South Africa. On the AUD, this is what their Minister for Sports, you know, at this point, maybe South Africans needs to tell the entire Africa, or specifically Ghanaians, the color of their problem. Because South Africans are saying that Ghanaians are overreacting. by coming to fetch their citizens from South Africa amidst these xenophobic attacks.
The Ghanaian government really overreacted.
You know, for about 3 days now, Ghanaians living in South Africa, whatever province that they are in, whether they are at Gauteng, whether they are at Johannesburg, wherever that they are actually planning, Durban, wherever, I mean, they are planning, they are preparing their things, they are gathering themselves, they are closing their shops, they are coming back to Ghana. The first batch that are supposed to come will come tomorrow. And they are about 800. So all these people, they've been gathering at the Ghanaian embassy in South Africa at Pretoria. Now, ever since they started gathering there, some traditional TV stations, they've been going there to interview them. I mean, South African TV stations. They've been going there to interview them, ask them how they came in, what papers were they using, what permits actually were they having living in South Africa, what is making them leave. And these are what some of them had to say.
And fix our country.
In fact, you could see and sense the fear in some of them. Some of them were willing to come home. They said that I've been wanting to go home since last year. Some ever since the entire match and everything happened. They want to come if necessary. And you know, one particular lady, activist, that has been a pillar in this entire foreigners sanitization chase away in South Africa is the lady that we are seeing on the screen. Her name is Jacinta. If you've been following my stories, then one way or the other, you've met this particular lady. This lady said that Ghanaians are overreacting. The way the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, they are portraying everything to be like Ghanaians as South Africans as xenophobic, and that they were only trying to chase out illegal foreigners from their country. Before we listen to what she said, now let's watch this video and let's see if she is trying to chase illegal foreigners from their country.
We are fixing this continent. This thing of you guys moving from one country to the other, I suspect it's no longer working. We don't want this as African people anymore. We are tired of seeing African migrants moving all over the world, refusing to fix your own countries. Now we're making it very clear to you guys. We don't want you here. We want you to fix your countries.
And she's literally saying whether you are documented or you are not documented, we don't want you in our country. And it's the same person that is saying that Ghanaians are overreacting in this. Go home and fix your country. Ghanaians are saying that we are going home to fix our country. Your own presenters came to interview us. We told them that this and that is why I'm going home. Now you are saying that Ghanaians are overreacting. Don't leave me yet. You know what? Even on that same day that Jacinta was seated talking about the fact that Ghanaians are overreacting over the entire thing that is going on, South Africans on that same day, the same hours, were looting a Chinese company that had employed black foreign Africans. In South Africa, they were looting the entire business because according to them, the business has actually employed black Africans. They are not employing the indigenous. They don't want to employ.
This is the first time in my life as a Nigerian I will say I'm proud of Ghana. I am proud of Ghanaian government. Let me tell you, chill guys, let me tell you. You see, as all these things they happen, Ghanaians they evacuated their people from South Africa, right? You get one mine where they operate, South African mine where they operate for Ghana. And young government no agree renew their license. May they no mine gold for Ghana again. They can go bring Jacinta out. When she come apologize, they talk say Ghanaian government overreact to us waiting the apple for that South Africa. You mad? I wish Nigerian government love Nigerians the way Ghanaian government love their people. We go bankrupt South Africa in 1 week. Nigerians know how to do that. But it's okay. I'm proud of Ghana. I'm proud of Ghanaians. We love you guys small, but una dey misbehave. Una not to get sense like that, but we are proud of you guys.
With no apology, South Africans are the most useless and lazy people on earth. They don't like work. They don't like to do anything with their life. But when they see people when they progress, they diverse. You think Ghana government is like Nigerian useless government? Ghana government care for their people. Ghana government think about their people. That be why when una started doing a rubbish, the minister, Honorable Samuel Blekum, with the help of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, I say, bring back my people. And tomorrow they come back to Ghana. Make una take una useless country when people I say no belongs to una. I bet you 2 years from now, South Africa will suffer. South Africans will suffer because now the white South Africans they say they will need their own community. So una won't be black, una go suffer. I've been and they beg Ghanaians to increase on our license. One at the mind good, so now I won't do this. Meanwhile, on they develop the place, they don't talk about that one to show you how useless you people are. Nothing on that get nothing. And you open your mouth, they say Ghanaians take too hasty decision, blah blah blah. You think Ghanaians are like Nigerians when they don't care about their citizens, they don't think about their citizens. Shame on you, God forbid.
First of all, Jacinta one of the leaders of this march movement in South Africa, has addressed the Ghanaian government. She said that the Ghanaian government has overreacted and that they have a lot of respect for the people of Ghana, but the Ghanaian government coming out to say that Ghanaians were beaten up in South Africa is a form of dishonesty. Anyways, Jacinta and Victoria Africa and the rest, you guys want the betterment of your country. You are protecting your country. Same way the Ghanaian government is protecting its citizens. You understand? Yes, you might come out and say, oh, no Ghanaian was touched. They were just confronted. Yes, you cannot tell the government how to react if they perceive that their people are not safe. You cannot tell them how to react. So the same way you are protecting and fighting for the betterment of a nation, that's the same way Ghanaian government is also trying to protect its people. So as you say, don't want. I think recently, either yesterday or something, Victoria Africa went to another Ghanaian who has a shop telling the Ghanaian that the Ghanaian does not have the right to do formal business in South Africa, like the retail business, and that they are coming to close the shop. citizenship and everything. So the Ghanaian government is saying all those things, and they are, accordingly saying that they should come back. 800 people have registered everything. You don't have the right to come and say the Ghanaian government is overreacting. You understand? You say, your country, 800 Ghanaians says they will leave. I'm pretty sure a lot more will leave. So if Ghanaians leave, then you can do whatever you want to do with your country. Confronting someone is also a traumatic experience for the person. 50 South Africans went to surround one Ghanaian man. What is it? So Jacinta should not come out and trying to play the victim card, saying that the Ghanaian government is overreacting. The African Day that was celebrated in South Africa, most of the African ambassadors actually boycotted it. They didn't go. So they should stop saying somebody is overreacting.
Now, Ghanaians are calling on their government to close down the embassy in South Africa and Ghana, even the businesses of South Africans, because there is no way you can treat their own citizens bad and you expect them to be smiling at you. You cannot beat a child and ask the child not to cry. Neither can you pinch a child and you ask the child not to scream. So if Ghanaians decide to react in whatever way they want to react, they can do that. So I don't see Jacinta coming out to say Ghanaians are overreacting. Meanwhile, you are pushing them. You are locking up their stores. You are not making them to make money. The stores that they make money from to feed themselves and train their children, you locked it up. So what do you want them to do? They should fold their hands and watch you, or they should die by in hunger. I just hope Nigerian government can be like Ghana government, because they are so concerned about the citizens. See, Nigerian government are poor on a space for faith. Fear, God forbid. Learn from Ghana and come and repatriate you, because a lot of Nigerians are in South Africa. They want to come back. But the government of Nigeria, they're not concerned. All they're concerned about is 2027 elections.